What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Walmart exclusive Casey Jones with dirt bike. So it looks pretty cool. We just get Casey again, which we've already had. This is one again where the mask doesn't come off, so we don't get the unmasked version, so back to that original form. But it's cool he does come with a dirt bike. Now, I don't believe it was in the movie at all, but just cool that he does come with the dirt bike. Of course, they're reusing that from the T2 John Connor, but looks pretty good. Comes with some of the normal Casey weapons, a bunch of hands there as well. And I think an additional padding may be different there, but looks pretty cool. If we spin around, we can see him sort of posed up there with all his weapons and on that motorcycle. So just a small thing, nothing really new or exciting here. Just another Casey to add to the collection that, pretty much already had. We just get the motorcycle with this time. So that's the only thing different about this. So let me get it open out of the box and we'll take a look at it together. So here we've got Casey. Of course, looks very similar to the other Casey we've had before, so nothing really out of the ordinary, but looks good overall. So we get him in his hockey mask, of course, the longer hair. Then we get his outfit of the white t-shirt with the sleeves all rolled up, and then he has the vest with the cut-off sleeves there on the top. I assume it's like a jean jacket sort of vest there. Then he's got like the sweatpants on in gray, and then the black shoes with the higher tops, and you can see some of his socks in there as well, and the fingerless gloves there on his hands. So it looks pretty decent overall. Looks like Casey does from the movie, so that's not surprising. Like that we get the hockey mask and it looks like it's all dirty and mucked up and stuff, so like he's been in fights, so that's nice that they dirtied it up and everything. The only thing that really stinks about this is that we get another Casey, but this one doesn't come with the unmasked head. Now, of course, we already have that, so it's not like we still don't have the likeness of Elias Codius or anything, but we can easily take that other head and put it on this one if we want. But overall, just looks like Casey, and unfortunately, we've had him I'll show at least twice already, so the figure itself's not that exciting because we've already had him already. But for movements, we'll get his head that'll twist around, so we can twist all the way around there, look down that far and up that far, so again, just a little bit of movements in the head, especially with the hair and all that gets in the way. Shoulders come up to 90 and rotate all the way around with the single elbow joint that bends to 90 with some rotation in it, and of course get the wrist that'll twist around and hinge back and forth. Then we get his ab crunch, which is probably hidden under his shirt here, so it's probably just at the waist, crunch back and forth just a little, and he'll twist around there a little as well, not all the way, so kind of stuck there. Then we get the hips that'll come up. If you kind of force it, can get up that high at least, so not all the way up to 90, but it's not absolutely horrible. And then should be able to go out to the side as well, at least that far. It's kind of getting real stiff. Then we get the single knee joint that bends back towards 90, and it should have some rotation in it. And then down to the foot, we rock back and forth and can twist a little side to side. So not bad for the movements, obviously not perfect. Of course, the NECA movie figures aren't really that great overall. And of course, if you saw the last video where I had Tatsu, he had an arm and wrist that broke. So thankfully, Casey didn't have any pieces that broke. But overall, it's just Casey Jones. And as I said, we've already had him before. I do think they did switch it up a little. I'll go and bring in other Caseys. I just grabbed two that we have. So we have this version of Casey. They did already change up like some of the colors and stuff. So especially this new one looks more dirty and grungy and stuff. But even like the vest seems different colors of gray. The pants seem a little different because this one has more of like a yellowish sort of color to it compared to the mostly just flat gray and stuff. So just minor color changes even between the two. And he's got like the double weird elbow joints compared to the single elbow. So we get that Casey as well as the farmhouse Casey. So of course looks all dirty and grunged up. Doesn't have the outer shirts on or anything, but we get the unmasked head there of Elias Codius. So looks pretty good. Has the single elbow. So back to that again, dirtier pants and a different gray. So even though they're reusing pretty much the exact same body, obviously this one's a little different, but even though you're using the same bodies, we get different colors every single time. So it is different with each Casey, but I do like this one because it's the Casey like I would prefer in the look, but he looks more dirty and grungier, especially with the shirt and the mask design. Now, accessory-wise for him, he does come with a mask. Of course, he doesn't come with an unmasked head, but we get the mask off of him, and it shows all the dirt and everything there. So we have this that we can put into his hand if we want, but of course, since he doesn't come with an unmasked head, it's kind of pointless. Then we get some hands, so we get a set of grip hands, so we get ones with smaller grips, I would say. They look kind of small there. Then a set of grip hands with larger grips, so probably for bigger weapons and stuff. So we get those different options, as well as a set of like more action pose hands. So this we can use like to hold the hockey stick, and then this one that's kind of got like a pointing finger yelling at somebody. So those are cool. Then we get a set of hands we've not really had before, which we get padded hands. So we get ones with the big pads on them. So that'd be cool. Not sure if he can hold the like hockey stick and stuff though, but with the hockey pads, this one's pretty nice with the big padded glove and stuff. So we could try and switch those out. So he's got those gloves on with the pads and stuff, so that looks pretty cool. Like I said, hopefully he'll be able to hold his accessories. So first off, we get the accessory of the hockey stick. So let's see if I can get this into his hand. So it looks like he will hold on to the hockey stick. Of course, it's just kind of resting in his hand, so both the hands are sort of working together there. So you kind of have to get it like that. But obviously, if you move him too much, it'll just fall right out of his hand. But he is holding on to it, so that is good. So he can't actually hold it, but not sure it'd work with anything else. Like he also comes with 2 baseball bats, so we get the 2 baseball bats as well to go along with him. So not all our typical normal weapons we get with Casey. Of course, the classics that I would always want of the hockey stick and the baseball bats and stuff. But we do get the extra like gloves and everything this time, so it does make it a little different. So it's nice for the Casey. But of course, the big thing with this was that he came with the dirt bike, which is just the dirt bike reused from John Connor from T2. So just this same dirt bike used once again, nice, like with the red, like the gas tank and the seat. Of course, get all the engines and stuff, exhaust, some white on the back for the fender and around the front and stuff. Of course, the big wheels that are pretty tight, but they do spin around the handlebars with the grips and all that. And of course, a kickstand, so it does keep it standing up. You can have it there, but I think if you put a character on it, adding more weight, we do also get this clear stand that we can attach into the bottom to help keep it standing. So we got that on there now. So now we can put Casey on it and that'll keep the bike standing up. So let's see if I can get him on here. So there's Casey on the dirt bike, and I must say he's way too big for this. Of course, I assume with John Connor being young, they made it more to scale for him, and so Casey's just way too big for this. So doesn't really fit scale wise or anything. So it looks pretty awkward. It's hard to really get him fully on it. So I just have him sort of posed up like this, and yeah, not the best look for Casey overall. And I wish he'd fit a little bit better. We just need a little bit bigger dirt bike or something. And of course, him having better movements would also help to try and get him on it a little bit more. So not the best look for Casey overall. It's not absolutely horrible. Like I said, I tried my best to try and get him to look like somewhat naturally posed on the bike. Still not working out too good. So it's cool that he came with it, but it just does not work out. They definitely need to make a bigger dirt bike. Kind of disappointing. That was the whole point of this set, and he doesn't really even fit on it or look too good on it. So it's kind of pointless now. So we just got another Casey and now a dirt bike that we don't really have any use for since it's too small for characters. So not really sure what to do with that. So overall, pretty disappointing, but I still think the Casey looks good. Like I said, it's probably one of my favorite cases. I'll probably like mix and match with other stuff because I wish he had his bag to put the weapons in and everything, and like that he came with those extra hockey gloves and stuff. Yeah, just not the best overall look for Casey, so pretty disappointed with that overall. So let me know what you thought of the Casey on the motorcycle down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know what that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.